What's going on YouTube? It's Andy the Parrot Picker coming at you guys today with another eBay sales update video. Today in this video, we're going to share 25 items with you guys that sold over on the eBay platform August 1st through the 15th. Got some great stuff in this video today. Something for everybody, whether you're a brand new seller, a veteran seller, whatever. Just some awesome BOLOs, some home runs, just a little bit of everything. Only one piece of clothing, but it's an awesome piece of clothing, so you guys are definitely going to want to watch all the way to the very end. If you have any questions or comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm always happy to answer those, and I love hearing from you guys. But anyway, yeah, I am a part-time eBay reseller. I sell on places like eBay, Poshmark, OfferUp, LetGo, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, pretty much anywhere where I can make a buck or two. eBay just is a platform that awards me opportunity to live a little bit better lifestyle. You know, it gives me and my family a chance to do some things that maybe we wouldn't necessarily be able to do without, you know, reselling. So hopefully you guys will learn something from this video, and you know, you guys can start living a little bit better lifestyle yourself. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. That's what you came here for. Here we go. Here's just a vintage Pioneer seed corn vintage snapback trucker hat, actually fully vented. This is a K Products brand, made in the USA. I love selling hats, old vintage hats, sports hats, any kind of hats. I absolutely love hats. It's such a relatively low cost to entry, and typically you can get some pretty good money out of these. I paid $1 for this at my local Goodwill. Sold for $35.91, so really good return on investment there. This sold in just about 6 weeks, so pretty quick flip, to be honest. Here's a Build-A-Bear, Care Bear, Cheer Bear, whatever you want to call it, just from Build-A-Bear Workshop. I paid $2 for this in my local Goodwill. Sold for $21.43. It was light enough to ship first class. I don't pick up a lot of plush, but every once in a while I'll pick up something a little more unique and different. I tend to find a lot of awesome Build-A-Bears. They tend to go for some okay money. There's some that go for some great money, but every once in a while, if they're laying there, you can find them in a free bin. Definitely, in a free bin, they're definitely worth a pickup. This here is quite possibly one of my favorite games to source and find. This here is Wii Sports for Nintendo Wii. Not a home run game, but just a solid game, and it sells almost immediately. I paid $2 for this at a garage sale. Anytime I find, and I will pay up for this game because it sells super fast. I listed this on August 3rd, and it sold on August 3rd. So this game sold in literally just a few hours. I got $24.89 for that. So yeah, definitely a super quick flip and a great return on investment. Don't pass up on the Wii Sports. This here is a Laurel Burch coffee mug. So yeah, there's something for all you guys living that hashtag mug life. But yeah, I don't pick up a lot of coffee mugs. This one here happens to be a pretty decent one. This one here sold for $14.99. Buyer paid shipping on top. I don't know where this exactly went to. I believe it was probably California or something, because they were all in at $29.88. So great price for a coffee mug. I picked this up at a garage sale for 25 cents. I've sold a couple of these Laurel Burch mugs in the past, so I knew what they were, and I knew I'd get some okay money out of it. And like I said, turning a quarter into 15 bucks, take that all day long. This here is a CUTCO 1729 Petite carving knife. I picked up a set of 3 CUTCO knives at a garage sale. I gotta give a shout out to my buddy Jerry. He's a fellow reseller, lives in my area. We happened to run into each other at a local garage sale. He happened to point me in the direction of these. Said he tried to make a deal on them. He couldn't make it work. I was actually to get these for a pretty decent price. You know, you just gotta sweet talk them a little bit once in a while. So, but anyway, definitely appreciate you know, my buddy for pointing me in the right direction. And but yeah, these are like I said, the first time I found CUTCO out in the wild. Great brand of knives to keep an eye out for. I did pay up for these a little bit. I was into these for $8 a piece. And this one here sold for $36.89. Plus they paid shipping on top, so they were all in at $48.03 for this knife. And this I listed on $8.3 and it sold on $8.4, so a one-day flip. So a very desirable knife. These here are a pair of Shimano SPD men's mountain biking shoes. Just a really nice pair of shoes. I paid $12 for these at my local Goodwill. They sold for $39.99. Buyer was all in at $60.99. They were pretty heavy, but yeah, really nice pair of shoes. And these sold, I listed these on 7/26. They sold on 8/5, so sold in what, about 6 days. Yeah, really nice flip there. Here are a pair of women's Asics GT1000, just women's running shoes. Nice pair of shoes. I paid $2 for these at a little mom and pop charity thrift shop here locally. Just a great pair, nice looking pair of shoes. These sold for $39.89. They were all in at $49.79. These sold. I listed these on 7.4 and they sold on 8.5. So yeah, basically a month. Super quick flip for a pair of shoes. Shoes sometimes can tend to be long tail, but the more and more I've been selling, the more and more I'm learning about what shoes move, how to price them, and stuff like that. So yeah, really good flip there. This here is a AIWA, just personal portable CD player. I love selling these. If you watch my last sales update video, I think I had a Panasonic or a Sony one that I sold in that video. I paid $5 for this at my local Goodwill. This sold for $34.89. Sold pretty quick. This was $6.26 and sold on 8.6. So yeah, still not too pretty quick flip there. So here's a brand I pick up quite a bit, and I think I have two, at least probably maybe 2 or 3 of these I featured in this video here. This is San Antonio Shoe Company, SAS. These are made in the USA, just a nice pair of women's sandals. I always use like comfort in my description and stuff like that because I know a lot of people search for like comfort shoes. These sold, I paid $2 for these at a little mom and pop charity thrift shop. They sold for $54.89. Buyer was all in at $65.79, so great flip there. Again, love selling shoes. Just the ROI on shoes is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of my new favorite niches categories to get into, and I've been trying to hit them pretty hard. This here's vintage electronics. I love selling vintage electronics. This here is a really nice Sony. This is the M-570V, little micro cassette tape recorder. I paid $5 for this at a garage sale. I listed this on 8.3 and it sold on 8.7, so what a 5-day flipper. Yeah, really quick. And you notice I got the little micro cassette tapes there in the photo. I always pick up old used media, especially if it's sealed or whatever, because you can always bundle it with these. It'll make your items stand out maybe a little bit more than someone who's just selling the player themselves. So yeah, great sale. Like I said, this went for $54.89. Not bad on a $5 investment. There's another one of those CUTCO knives. Same knife, $17.29. Just the Petite carver. This one here sold for $36.89. Went for $47. They were all in at $47.84 for this one with the shipping on top. So, and I listed this 8.6 and it sold 8.7. So 1-day flip. So again, I mentioned I love selling hats. This here's a vintage Dallas Cowboys starter arch twill embroidered snapback hat. This was really hard for me to sell this one because it was in amazing shape and condition, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so yeah, don't hate me. It's just the way that it is. But yeah, this one here, I paid $1 for at a garage sale. Kind of cleaned it up real quick, reshaped it, made this thing look just absolutely amazing. It sold for $34.99. I listed this on 6.28 and it sold on 8.7. So basically, what, about 5 weeks to sell, so pretty quick flip there. Here's a great game. This here is Culdcept, I believe, for Sony PS2. Really good game to keep an eye out for. I think this is like a role-playing type of game. When you guys are out, especially you guys who are new, you guys are looking for video games, definitely keep an eye out for role-playing sort of games. Those always tend to do a little bit better than some of the others. I paid $2 for this at a garage sale. It sold for $43.79. I listed this on 8.7 and it sold the same day, so it sold within a few hours of me listing it. Yeah, nice little return on investment. Definitely, you want to burn Culdcept for PS2 into your brain there. Here's another video game. This here is Oddworld for PS1. This is a double disc set, so it comes in those little thicker jewel cases. I paid $2 for this at the same garage sale. This sold for $18.99. So another just really nice sale there. This is Twisted Metal 2 for the Sony PlayStation 1. It's the original black label. Notice in parentheses, case and manual only, no disc. This sold for $14.89 for just the case and manual. No disc at all. This was in a bundle of video games I bought from, actually the last 2 games that I featured there. I bought this in a stack of games with her, and I got one from a gal, and I have one more game coming up that's an amazing sale. So if you guys are thinking about clicking out, you might want to wait just a second. This here is Bratz, just Girls Rock and Forever Diamonds. This is a little bundle of Bratz video games for PS2. picked this up in a little video game bundle during garage sale season. I listed this on 7/13. This sold on 8/9, so pretty quick flip. These went for $28.99. Okay, guys, this is the only piece of clothing I believe I have listed in this video, but this here is a vintage 90s Harley-Davidson 3D graphic t-shirt with an awesome like spotted leopard on it or whatever. This thing is just amazing. I paid $1 for this at a mom and pop charity thrift shop the day that it opened in my local area. Matter of fact, I've had this in my inventory for a little while, but it's one of those items I knew was going to take the right buyer to come along. I had originally listed this, I believe, for $149. The buyer sent me an offer of $120, and I was more than happy to take that. But yeah, guys, keep an eye out for the Harley-Davidson 3D print shirts. Typically, it'll always say it somewhere underneath the graphic somewhere. It'll say original 3D print. It'll say 3D on there somewhere. So definitely do not pass those. They are worth some really good money. And the older the shirts are, the thinner they are. If they're single stitch, the value on these shirts, some of these shirts could go $200-300. So do not pass on Harley 3D shirts. Just a great, great item. And they're definitely, it's okay to sit on them for a little while. This here's another Build-A-Bear. I think I picked him up in a free bin. I can't remember. I don't have it in my notes here. But it was just kind of cool. I figured, you know what, this one here would be probably a decent sale. This one sold for $23.49, so just a basic Build-A-Bear, but it had the outfit on it and what have you, so it was light enough to ship first class. All right, here's another video game from that video game buy. This here is The Legend of Mana for Sony PS1. Definitely another BOLO for you guys to burn into your brains there for when you guys are all garage sailing, hitting the thrift stores, whatever. If you guys happen to run across this, this is another role-playing game. Like I said, these role-playing games definitely worth a little bit of money. But this one here, I paid $2 for at a garage sale. And this one sold for $84.79. And I believe this sold in like 3 days. I listed this on 8/7 and it sold on 8/10. So yeah, 3 days to sell this. Buyer left me really, really good feedback. He was super happy with it. It was in better shape and condition than he even thought. It was just a really, really nice cherry game. So I was super happy to sell that to him and turn my $2 into $84. So and really, really quick. So here's a pair of Skechers, just basic Skechers, memory foam shoes, men's. I paid $3 for these at a garage sale. They were basically like new. I sold these for $39.89. Buyer was all in at $55, so great price for a pair of Skechers. Here's another one of these Hallmark keepsake ornaments. This is Mickey's Merry Carousel. This is from the Magic series. If you guys are, you know, it's getting close to Christmas. If you guys are out and about and you guys start running into Christmas ornaments, keep an eye out for the Magic. It'll usually say it on the box somewhere. Magic typically means lights and sound. So these are definitely much more desirable. I just sold one of these here a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I sold this identical one. I picked up 2 of these the same day, and they both sold pretty quick. I listed this on 7/13. This sold on 8/11, so about, what, 3-4 weeks to sell. This one here was a pretty quick flip, and this one went for $26.89. So nice little return there. Most of these Magic series ornaments tend to go, we'll just say between 20 and about $35. So, you know, just something you might want to keep in mind there. Another great pair of shoes is just a pair of women's Harley-Davidson kind of zip front leather motorcycle shoe, boots, whatever you want to call it. I paid $5 for these at a garage sale. Hit them real quick with a little bit of polish. It made these things look like brand new again. These sold for $34.99. Buyer paid shipping on top, so they were all in at $45.89. I listed these on 8/3 and they sold on 8/12. So again, another super quick shoe flip there. All right, guys, this one here is an amazing sale. I ran into a whole bunch of this vintage soap at my local Goodwill, and I bought a bunch of it. I paid $1.99 a package for these. These are 2 packs of vintage mild skincare soap. They don't make it anymore. It's discontinued. You can't buy it on Amazon, nothing like that. So people are very brand loyal, brand specific. When they find something they really, really like it, they will pay up for it. And I found a bunch of these. But anyway, so I listed these in bundles of 2, so they got 4 bars of soap, and I had a lady bought 5 bundles, so she got 10 bars of soap, and she paid $200, actually $209.45 for some old vintage soap. This same lady has actually came back and purchased additional soap from me. I don't know how she's burned through that much soap already, but she is a repeat buyer, and she has come back and actually bought some more soap from me, and I have sold some to some other individuals as well. But I've been pretty much selling these, the 2-pack shipped for 50 bucks. So, because they're heavy enough that they actually have to ship priority mail, and I'm making them pay the shipping on top. So, just an amazing sale for some vintage soap, and I'm making a killing on this stuff. So, if you guys happen to run across this vintage Vel mild skincare soap while out in the wild, man, make sure you pick it up because it is definitely worth some pretty good money. Another pair of SAS. These are SAS women's step out, just black leather, Mary Jane sandals, loafers, shoes, whatever you want to call them. I love selling SAS shoes. I paid $5.15 for these at Goodwill. That's a cost average. I bought a bunch of shoes one day. That's what the cost average price of all the shoes I bought. And these sold for $49.89 plus shipping on top. So really nice return on investment there. This here's a Milwaukee hammer vac, just some HEPA replacement HEPA filters, just a little 3-pack. This is a garage sale pickup. I picked this up for $2 at a garage sale during one of like the little citywide, townwide garage sales we had here locally, and I sold this. Actually, this sold in just a couple days, or no, this sold in a month. I listed this on 7-Eleven. It sold 8/13, so it sold in about 4 weeks. So pretty quick flip. Went for $49.99, and the buyer paid shipping on top, so they were all in at $58.44 for some replacement filter packs. This here is a Halloween Curse of Michael Myers and Halloween H2O Blu-ray combo pack, new sealed. I paid $1 for this at a mom and pop charity thrift shop. This one sold for $27.99. So nice little return on a little Blu-ray there. And last but not least, wow, more shoes. Another awesome pair of shoes. This is a pair of Cole Haan 0 Grand wingtip Oxfords. Just kind of like this really nice little gray color, kind of red and gray. I got these at my local Goodwill. These were $6.18 cost average. I bought a cart full of shoes one day at my local Goodwill. Probably the biggest shoe haul I've ever made out with it. My local Goodwill, and believe me, my local Goodwill is not the best for finding shoes and just inventory in general. It is typically it's pretty high price, and we have an awful lot of resellers in our area. So I sold these for $79.03. The buyer was all in at $88.73 with the shipping. So again, another great return on investment on a pair of shoes. All right, guys, that's just a nice little assortment of everything they sold in the first couple weeks of August over on eBay. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. You guys got some BOLOs you can burn into your brains now when you guys are out at the thrift stores, garage sailing. You know, like I said, we're running across Facebook, whatever. You know, you guys can see some stuff, and might be able to make a couple bucks on it. If you have any questions or comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm always happy to answer those. If you guys are over on Instagram, you guys can follow me over there at parrothead_picker. You guys can DM me there. Again, like I said, I don't mind answering questions. I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, so that's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, fins up. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.